All right, everyone. So we have an update on Shane McMahon and AEW. This is from Wrestle Talk. So this is what they wrote. AEW EVPs Matthew and Nicholas Jackson of the Young Bucks also recently added fuel to the fire, sharing a photo with Shane McMahon amid rampant speculation. Per Sean Ross Sapp on Fightful Select, Shane McMahon only ran into Mercedes Moné and the Young Bucks at airports by chance. It was clarified that his meeting with Tony Khan was a planned one, on the other hand. So there's making a distinction, right? We saw the meeting, we covered that. That was a planned meeting. Them seeing each other at airports, the picture and all of that, that was not. Now, I have to say that my initial thoughts on Shane McMahon at AEW were I don't really know, right? I was just kind of sitting there going, why would Shane do it? Is it even necessarily the best move for AEW? Because it's like, what AEW really needs to do is continue to build their own stars. Now, it certainly would bring eyeballs, but when you're relying on somebody that someone that was built by your competitor, we saw this with WCW. Things get a little bit harder. It might be a short term gain, but for the long term, it actually hurts when you're taking away TV time from other people, right? But after watching the Vince McMahon documentary, I got a completely different view on this because to me it was clear from that documentary that this was a guy who loves wrestling. This is a guy who wants to be a part of the business, for whatever million reasons they gave in the documentary. He's not with WWE, and it's not really looking like there's any sign of him going back. So it made me think, he actually might consider it. Right? He actually might consider going to AEW because he loves the wrestling business that much. And considering his dad is no longer a part of WWE, I know obviously his sister and her husband are, but considering his dad is kind of gone from WWE, this might be enough for him to be like, you know what, I'm going to go there and just have a good time in AEW, which is something before I just didn't see. Like, I was like, well, why would he do that? What is really the get for him besides, if, it'd be one thing if someone was like, Shane McMahon was going to start a wrestling company, right? That'd be different. You could see why he'd want to do that. But just show up on TV on AEW, that didn't make a whole lot of sense until you kind of gather things from that Vince McMahon documentary. So the thing was just a meetup. They just, I guess, saw each other in the airport, but the meeting was planned, and I think that's everything you need to know. Is that there's at least talks, and as soon as the talks start, sometimes it doesn't happen right away, but it could happen at some point. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.